We're ready for the junior final here at Conca. And you're looking at the pole sitter, Harry Thompson. To the left of your screen, 327 for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. And on the outside of the front row of the grid is the Dutchman Cas Havercourt. In the CRG, of course, Ricky Flynn Motorsport winning the Junior World Championship on this very circuit with the American Logan Sargent in 2015. There's Leonardo Marceglia, the local driver from here in Puglia, southern Italy. The second row of the grid, alongside the Englishman for Forza Racing, Johnny Edgar. 342 in the TM-powered Esprit from the outside of the second row of the grid. Paul Aron, younger brother of Italian F4 champion Ralph Aron, starts out at grid 5 for Team Baby Race. He's alongside Mattia Michelotto in the 302 Zanardi kart. That's Mattia for Dino Chiesa course team. Fourth row of the grid is the series leader, Andrea Rosso. There he is from Torino. Baby Race team driver with his mechanic, Piero Saponaro. His former drivers include none other than Toro Rosso F1 pilot, the Russian Daniel Kvyat. Rosso, also a huge Juventus fan, leads the series. He's had 2 wins out of 2 starts so far in 2017. The boy from Torino starts alongside Zach O'Sullivan on screen, another one of the Ricky Flynn Motorsport team drivers. Fifth row of the grid, the local favourite, 345 Luigi Coluccio from in nearby Maglie. A lot of support for Luigi here this weekend. For the KSM Schumacher Racing Team, a round of applause, in fact, from the fans in the grandstand. For Luigi, starts out of grid number 9, alongside Hadrien David, the Frenchman who lives in Barcelona, Spain these days, by virtue of his residency. Of course, he's a Barcelona FC fan. His team meets Andrea Rosso's team. Juventus in the next round of the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see if that battle materialises on the bitumen in a few moments' time. They're only separated by 1 spot on the grid as the girls leave the circuit and we get ready to go for the junior final over 16 laps here at La Conca World Circuit in the south of Italy. Well, the junior class, this is OK Junior Direct Drive. With the rejuvenation of the Direct Drive CIK categories, we've seen the Academy Trophy taken up in countries like South Africa, France, England. Basically the junior class, and it's great to see international direct drive racing on the rise, on the increase the world over. The karts are pushed into life. We're ready to go over the 16 laps here at La Conca. You've seen the front 5 rows of the grid. This is what it looks like. Thompson Havercourt, Marceglia Edgar, Aron Michelotto, Rosso O'Sullivan, Coluccio, and the Frenchman Hadrien David. The 6th row of the grid, Dino Biganovic, Gabriel Bortoletto, Marozzo, Luca Bosco, Zane Maloney from Barbados in the Caribbean, alongside Janice Chivico, Victor Maillard, Victor Gustafsson, Jack Doohan, 2nd in the series coming into this one. He starts out at 19, alongside the Spaniard, Ayrton Fonseca. Dexter Patterson, the wee lad from Scotland, out of grid 21, alongside Famularo, Roman Stanek, Scott DePaul, Pizzotto, Mariusu, Kosarev, Alexi Brixan, Pirtilati, alongside Jose Gomez. Final few rows of the grids, Robin Sarge, Nick Zamir. On the final row, Gabriel Nord. And all the way from Singapore, scraping into the field, is Alex Catalyst. Harry Thompson's had a brilliant start to 2017. He starts this one on pole position. The Ricky Flynn Motorsport team, they certainly know how to set up an FA kart. As we mentioned, having won the Junior World Championship with the American Logan Sargent on this very piece of bitumen just 18 months ago. Down through the chicane is Gabriel Nord, the Wood Racing team driver, 316 on the final row of the grid. Alongside Catalyst, we're ready for a start in the hands of the race director, Mr. Alessandro Ferrari. The scene here in southern Italy. Thompson to the left of your screen. Havercourt on the outside of the front row. Havercourt, will he try and go with Thompson? Round the outside, they touch! Havercourt out onto the grass. Another of the RFM carts out. A big crash at the exit of turn number 2. We've lost 2, 3, 4, 5 carts. Thompson, no issues whatsoever. Oh, a sensation at the start of the junior final here. Havercourt involved, O'Sullivan, also Hedrian David, Luke Gabosco, Fonteca and Scott DePaul, all involved. 3, 4 of them are out and will not restart, including O'Sullivan. Cas Havercourt, the Dutchman, has rejoined, but way, way down the field. They come across the line. The race leader, Harry Thompson, the Englishman. Marcellia, the local boy, with a great start. He's in second. The series leader, Andrea Rosso, from the 4th row of the grid. He's up into 3rd. Make that 4th because he's just been passed by Luigi Coluccio from here in Maglie. Thompson goes through, Marcellia. Polaron it was, Michelotto. Then it's Coluccio who's got past his countryman. Edgar, he's lost out badly from the 2nd row of the grid. Morozov, Bortoletto, they go down through the chicane. The second of 16 times here at La Conca. We'll check the order for you. No doubt about the leader, Harry Thompson. He had 0.6 of a second over Marcellia last time. It's down to 0.4 Marcellia with the fastest lap of the race. Rosso, the series leader, he is in 3rd. Then it is Michelotto. Coluccio is in P5. The Tony Kart goes through. And then a freight train being led by the Estonian, Paul Aron, Edgar Morozov Maloney, and Gabriel Bortoletto, the boy from Brazil, rounds out the 10. So we've already lost Havercourt, O'Sullivan, David and Bosco, 4 retirements on the opening lap. Scott DePaul has rejoined, but he's half a lap behind. As a change on for P3, Michelotto goes through on the inside of Rosso. Coluccio's going to take him there side by side. Down into turn 1, the 2 Tony Karts. Coluccio has to back out of it. The KSM team driver gives way to the baby race pilot who leads the series. Michelotto, Marcellia, both for Dino Chiesa's Chiesa Course Racing team in the Zanardi karts, and they are chasing down the race leader, the Englishman Harry Thompson. Edgar, there he is in the Forza Racing team kart. There's Bortoletto, the 309 CRG, down through the chicane, over the ripple strip, rallycross style, as the Zanardi karts. Let's check the gap. It was 0.28 of a second between Thompson and Marcellia last time round. This time as they come across the line, well, Thompson puts in a 47.314 to put a 10th on the 2 Italians, Marcellia and Michelotto, Rosso and Coluccio. Down through turn 6, where these karts pull more than 3 G-forces. Arguably the most physical corner in all of World Kart racing. Massive grip generated on this southern Italian circuit. Edgar's gone through by the looks of it on Bortoletto, the Englishman, into 6th. Morozov, Maloney, Boganovic, Civico. Doohan runs in P12, remember 2nd in the series. Coming into this round, Jumpin' Jack, just ahead of Gustafsson, Maillard, and the Russian Alexei Brixan rounds out the 15. There's Edgar. He's ahead of Bortoletto, Morozov, Doohan down the inside of Civico. And he's made the move stick, I think. Civico's lost out badly. But I can tell you, as Thompson gets sideways, Doohan goes through on the Spaniard. now ranges up behind the Swede Dino Boganovic. Michelotto in third, the fastest first sector of the entire race. Neatly done over the ripple strip from Harry Thompson. He's quick through this part of the circuit, and he's also quick in a straight line. Marcella, that's a Nardi kart. Working quite nicely here at the La Conca circuit. Coluccio in the slipstream of Rosso. They go down into turn number one, the two Italians running in P4 and 5. Rosso just needs a good result to extend his series lead here at La Conca before we head into the final at Sarno. There he is, the baby race team driver, as we mentioned, from Torino, the city that hosted the 2006 Winter Olympics, when Andrea was just a boy, just a baby in fact. The baby race team pilot, Coluccio, not quite close enough to make a move. Wide line there by Rosso. He's in the slipstream. Up the start finish straight they go. Coluccio cannot pull out to turn number 1 and 2. Watch down into turn 3. Can the Tony kart, well, they're both Tony karts in fact, can the KSM Tony kart get past the baby race machine? Down through turn number 6. Just ahead of them, a podium position. Thompson, another fastest first sector. The lead is 0.3 of a second. Rosso gets ragged on the back straight. Watch them down through the chicane. Again, he's sideways. Coluccio is close. Down into the hairpin. Will he make a move? The crowd in the grandstand willing him on. Luigi Coluccio up the inside. They're side by side. The boy from Maglie goes into P4. The crowd ecstatic with that. Young Luigi, one spot off the podium. Andrea Rosso leads the series. He's back to 5th. It's not a disaster for Andrea, but he cannot afford to lose too many more positions and therefore too many more points. Marcella, another of the local boys, he's in second spot and he's got the gap down to 0.2 of a second. You can see it on your screen. The Italian is ranging in on the Englishman as we pass half race distance. Over the chicane, this is nail-biting stuff. The junior final here at La Conca Muro Laccese. Marcella had to think about it. He went very deep under brakes. He almost missed the racing line there. The Vega tyres bit. He's in the slipstream. He'll follow Thompson through, down through turn number 1. Can the Zanardi get past the FA kart into turn 3? A lot of support for Coluccio, a lot of support for Marcella as well. He's had a great start to 2017. First year with the Zanardi kart team. He's looking good on the podium. Can he take the win here this afternoon? The sister kart of Michelotto losing touch with the leaders. He's back in third. The gap, 0.15 of a second. Thompson down into the hairpin. 6 laps remain. Marcella again very deep under brakes. Michelotto, Coluccio, Rosso, Bortoletto, the driver from Barbados in the Caribbean, Zay Maloney, he's in 7th, Morozov is 8th, doing his 9th, and the Swede Boganovic rounds out the 10. Marcella, he needs to make a move soon. He's still got time, but the laps will wind down quicker than he realizes. If he cannot get past Harry Thompson, he thought about it then. He's over the back of him. Thompson hasn't put a foot wrong. He has not made a mistake, I should say. Over the chicane, he's been faultless. But Marcella chasing him down, desperate to take the win here in front of his home crowd this afternoon. 5 laps now remain, the junior final, the 3rd round of the Supermaster series here at La Conca World Circuit. The gap, 0.19 of a second. Michelotto still in 3rd. He's 2 seconds further back. Then it's Coluccio, a second behind him. Still being hounded by Rosso. Bortoletto, Morozov, Duin, Boganovic, Maloney. Victor Gustafsson, the Swede, just outside the top 10 for Ward Racing. Onto the back straight. Marcella desperately wants to get past him. Over the chicane. Airborne for Leonardo, all 4 wheels. There was fresh air between those Vega tyres. and the tarmac here at La Conca. The Zanardi kart, like a rally cross car, spectacular through the chicane. 4 laps now remain for Marcella to make the move on Harry Thompson. He's close, he's really close. Not quite close enough to make the move. He's thought about it. He's gonna have to do something very, very soon. Leonardo Marcella from here in Puglia, Italy, desperately wants to win on his home circuit. He's closer than ever. Thompson has been faultless, but he's being hounded by the Italian. The FA kart being hounded by the Zanardi kart. The Englishman and the Italian. Behind Thompson, there is in fact 4 Italians. Marcella, Michelotto, Coluccio, Rosso. Then the Brazilian Bortoletto, the Russian Morozov, the Australian Doohan, the Swede Boganovic, and the boy from Barbados, Zay Maloney, rounds out the 10. The gap is out to 0.29 of a second. Can he hold off? Or has Marcelli got something special? As Maloney just sets the fastest 3rd sector of the entire race. Marcelli is quick through this part of the circuit. Indeed, Michelotto is also catching him. Rosso, you just got a glimpse. He's actually repassed Coluccio for P4. Thompson through the chicane. He just does enough through this part of the circuit. Marcella onto the straight. 2 laps now remain for Harry Thompson. Marcella desperate. He's absolutely driving the wheels off that Zanardi kart. Rosso goes through. Coluccio. That's Bortoletto. Morozov, Doohan, Boganovic. Johnny Edgar, the Englishman, it all started out so well, but he has joined the likes of Havercourt, Paul Aron, Zach O'Sullivan, and Hadrian David on the sidelines. A lap and a half to go. This is nail-biting stuff. Marcella ranges up on the back of the Englishman. He's close. He goes down the inside. Leonardo Marcella. The crowd up on their feet here in the grandstand. Leonardo Marcella with 1 lap to go. The crowd cheering their boy on. He leads the final with a sensational move. Harry Thompson, can the Englishman respond? He locks it up under brakes. Half a lap now remaining between glory for Leonardo Marcella to win here this afternoon on his home circuit. Thompson ragged. Marcella is quick through this part of the circuit. Thompson up the inside, they touch. This side by side, Marcella holds on. Oh, that was risky stuff by the Englishman down through the chicane. Over the ripple strip, this is the final passing opportunity. Coming up now, Leonardo Marcella will drive down the inside. Oh, they're side by side, they touch. Thompson's gone through. The Englishman is going to win here at La Conca. A sensational final. Unbelievable scenes. Harry Thompson takes the win here in Italy. Marcella, a sensational 2nd. His teammate Michelotto 3rd. Rosso 4th. Coluccio 5th. And then the Brazilian Bortoletto rounds out the top 6 with one of the most amazing finishes you'll ever see. Look at this. Marcella, he did the right thing. He drove down the inside. Thompson knew it was coming. He'd already turned in. They touched. They were side by side. It was a drag race. Thompson had the momentum. The Englishman has won. One of the most sensational finishes you will ever see in WSK international competition. Wow, what a finish, what a race, what a drive by Harry Thompson. Let's take a look at the highlights. Remember, he started on pole position from the outside of the front row. Cass Havercourt, that was effectively the end of his race right there. He would join the likes of O'Sullivan, Bosco, Edgar as 9 finishers. Rosso and Coluccio side by side they were. They would finish 4th and 5th respectively, just a step off the podium. This was Coluccio going down on Rosso. Rosso will likely extend his points series lead with the 5th place here this afternoon. Marcelli with a lap to go took the lead. Thompson, they touched twice on the final lap. Marcelli, it looked as though he was going to hold on down through the chicane into the final corner. Drove down the inside. Thompson turned it in. He got the run. He got the exit. He got the checkered flag. Harry Thompson has won here in Italy ahead of the 2 Zanardi cars of Leonardo Marceglia and Mattia Michelotto. A sensational finish here in the 3rd round, the WSK Supermaster Series. The FA kart wins it, the Zanardi kart 2nd and 3rd. The podium presentations in just a few moments. One of the most sensational finishes to a junior race we've ever seen here at La Conca. Just waiting on official confirmation for the podium presentations here. The junior final, what a race that was. One of the most sensational finishes decided in the final meters here at La Conca Muro Lecese. Of course, Andrea Rosso, 2 wins from 2 starts. He's finished 5th today. Not a bad result for the boy from Torino for Baby Race. Likely to extend his series lead, or certainly be very, very close after winning in Adria and Castelletto. We're about ready to get underway with the podium presentations. What a race it was. From Italy for Team Zanardi, let's hear it. 3rd place, Mattia Michelotto. A sensational drive, the boy from Puglia, also from Italy, also for Zanardi Kart. Let's hear it, Leonardo Marsiglia. Once again, the Union Jack on the top step of the podium. What a race, what a drive. The winner from England for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, Harry Thompson. The 3rd place trophy to be presented to Mattia Michelotto. The 2nd place trophy to Leonardo Marsiglia. And the winner of the 3rd round of the Supermaster Series from England, Harry Thompson. The girls also to present the magnificent Avio Milano timepieces. As we stand by for the national anthem of Great Britain. The junior podium, Zanardi in the FA kart. First of all, we'll get to 3rd place, Matteo Michelotto. Mattia, raccontaci la gara, la tua gara.
È stata una bella gara, abbiamo fatto un grande recupero. Ringrazio la Chiesa Corse, i miei genitori e tutta la squadra. Grazie.
Bravo Mattia. Leonardo, una bellissima gara anche per te. Cosa succede nell'ultimo giro? What happened on the final lap there? Tell us your point of view.
Just a little bit. We touched a little bit, but I think it's no problem. I finished 2nd, and for me it's okay. I'm very happy, and so finish.
Congratulations, bravo, Leonardo, great sportsmanship as well. Harry Thompson, what a weekend, what a drive. Congratulations, you have won. Tell us about your point of view, a sensational final lap.
Oh yeah, it was a very tough race between me and Leo. We got a bit of a gap at the start and we battled throughout. He put me under pressure throughout the whole thing. And on the last lap, we got a bit close, but I managed to get a cut back around the last corner. It was very tight, but I managed to win.
Congratulations, Harry. A huge round of applause for our podium. 3rd place, Matteo Michelotto. 2nd, Leonardo Marsiglia. And the winner here this afternoon from Great Britain, Harry Thompson. The KZ2 final in just a moment.